So YieldMax Group 2 announced their distributions today. We're going to go over those, and then we're also going to take a quick look at Bitcoin, MSTY, and MSTR just to see where it's at today. Are we at a resistance or a support line? And what could be coming next? Hello my friends, this is Legend. So today we're going to go over the announcements for Group 2 in YieldMax, and toward the end of the video we'll actually take a look at Bitcoin, MSTY, and MSTR just to see where it's setting. Did we break through any kind of resistance or a support line, or are we just trading sideways? So before we jump into all of that, if you don't mind, hit that like button as it would be much appreciated. So let's just jump right on into those announcements, and we'll start right off here with the YieldMax announcements, and this is for December the 10th for Group 2 with an X date of December the 11th and a pay date of December 12th. And we're going to start right off with AMDY with 35 cents, AIYY 29 cents, and that's a 75% distribution rate. AMDY with 30 cents, AMZY with 8 cents, PLTY with 5 cents, BABO with 12 cents, BRKC with 14 cents, CONY with 39 cents, CRCO with 46 cents, Crash 9 cents, CVNY 88 cents, and that's a 110% distribution rate. DIPS 49 cents, DISO 7 cents, DRE with 38 cents, FBY 10 cents, FIAT 32 cents, GDXY 10 cents, GMEY 45 cents, GUI with 10 cents, HIYY 25 cents, HUI with 72 cents, JPMO 7 cents, MARO 16 cents, Marnie with 23 cents, MSFO 7 cents, MSTY with 58 cents, NEFLY 6 cents, NVDY 14 cents, OARC 33 cents, PLTY 56 cents, PYPY 26 cents, RBLY 35 cents, RDYY 95 cents, and that's a 112% distribution rate. SMCY 14 cents, Snowy with 13 cents, Tesla 42 cents, TSMY 10 cents, Winter 39 cents, Zomo 4 cents, XYZY 34 cents, YBIT 27 cents, and YQQQY for 5 cents. And that wraps up the YieldMax distribution list for Group 2. Now let's check out the announcement sheets I have for RoundHill. Okay, here's the announcement sheet for RoundHill, and this has an X date of December the 11th and a pay date of December 12th. And on this sheet we have XDTE for 20 cents, QDTE 20 cents, RDTE 21 cents. And I have a couple sheets for Defiance, so let's just go ahead and check those out. And for the Defiance ones here that I have, it has an X date of December 10th and a pay date of December the 11th. And this is for YBMN for 18 cents. And the other announcement sheet I have for Defiance also has an X date of December the 11th with a pay date of December 12th. And this will be for GLDY with 15 cents, IWMY 11 cents, QQQY 14 cents, USOY 7 cents, and WDTE for 18 cents. And that pretty much wraps up all of the announcement sheets that I have. So let's just go ahead and let's go take a quick look at Bitcoin. And here we are on Bitcoin. And as you can see, we are still staying in this channel. That's that 93K line that I have, and that's the 88K line that I have. And you can see we are just staying right here in this channel. Yesterday we did break above it, but then closed down in the channel. Today, we broke above it again, but then got pushed right back down, and actually it pushed that price all the way back down again. And as you can see, we are teetering between that 89 and 90K once again. So of course, since Bitcoin is trading sideways and getting pushed down, you already know where we're sitting with Mr. and Misty. Here we are with Mr. Again, just like in Bitcoin, somewhat trading sideways and with that push down. And on Mr., we do have a bit of a support line at that 181, just like we have it on Bitcoin at 88. So we need Bitcoin to respect the 88, but eventually we need Bitcoin to break on past that 93K so that we can get Mr. to move on up. And once it starts moving back up, then we can have Misty moving on back up once again. But if you notice, we are on a slight little uptrend, even though we did have that pullback today. Now, this is a very small, slight uptrend, and I don't expect it to continue if Bitcoin is going to continue to move down. So we really need Bitcoin to get out of that range, and this is the range that Bitcoin is in. We need it to get out of that range and start moving back up so that it can push Mr. up, and therefore Misty can start moving on back up as well. Now Misty will be paying out that distribution of about 58 cents, and that will come out of the price of that stock. So you will see a bit of a drop in that price, at least that 58 cents, right? Now it could come down more, or it could recover some of that drop from that distribution if it was to move on back up. But the only way it's going to move back up is if Bitcoin can get past this 93. So all in all, we need Bitcoin to start moving. But as you can see, for the last couple of months, Bitcoin has just been coming down. And if Bitcoin's going to come down, it's going to bring our Mr. and Misty on down with it. But I do like the fact that it is somewhat trading sideways now on Bitcoin, as I'm hoping that means it's found a bit of a floor at this 88, and hopefully it can use that as a bouncing point to bounce off of that 88, get some momentum going, and break through that 93, and let's start moving back up to that 98 and 100K for Bitcoin. That's what I want to see. How about you? I'm sure you would love to see that as well. So I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button and smash the like button. It would be much appreciated. And as always, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you get into any stock plays. And until next time, Legend out.